FilmBugs. Today I'm reviewing the recently released A Quiet Place 2, directed by John Krasinski. The film also stars John Krasinski, along with his on and off-screen wife, Emily Blunt, Cillian Murphy, Noah Jupe, and Millicent Simmonds. A Quiet Place Part 2 is an American horror thriller film rated PG-13 that is a continuation of its predecessor and doesn't disappoint. This is actually the second film in what will be a trilogy, so there is more to come, which is great news if you're a fan like me. This is the first film I've seen in the theater since the COVID-19 pandemic began, and it was awesome to be back in the theater with many others. I loved the first film and was really impressed with John Krasinski, but I actually thought the second film was even better. In the sequel, we learn how the catastrophe started. There's a flashback scene in the beginning where we see a meteor plummeting to Earth, and suddenly the terrifying aliens are swarming through our family's town and beyond. And then we pick up where the first film left off. And Emily is guiding her 3 children away from their farm in the valley into the unknown. And they quickly realize that the aliens are not the only threat in their new post-apocalyptic world. They do come across an old friend, Emmett, played by Cillian Murphy, who is alone and has lost his entire family. My only kind of complaint with the film is its unrealistic kind of beginning scene, or second scene, where Emily's carrying her baby for miles to reach where Emmett is staying. And I guess it's kind of unbelievable to think that the baby would remain quiet throughout their whole journey, and the hypersensitive hearing aliens would not hear them. Regardless, they make their way to Emmett's place. Though he is very reluctant to help them in the beginning, he decides eventually to help Emily and her family. So Emily's daughter, I should say Evelyn, Emily Blunt plays Evelyn Abbott in the film. Her daughter, Reagan, believes that a continual song they're hearing over the radio since they reached Emmett's place beyond the sea is a sign and signal from other people who are living safely off the coast. Reagan decides she wants to go investigate to see if this is truly a safe haven for her and her family. So Reagan sneaks out on her own without her mother knowing to go explore what might be on the coast. And Emmett soon goes after her to bring her back per Evelyn's request. Emmett eventually finds Reagan and they continue on her quest after much convincing on her part. Emmett and Reagan go through many struggles, as Emily does while she's awaiting their return. And Emmett and Reagan discover something very unexpected, which I will not reveal here. I think one of the things I really enjoyed about this film is kind of similar situations happening to Emmett and Evelyn's character, along with Reagan and Marcus's character throughout the entire film, which I haven't really seen before. This film is extremely intense and keeps you on the edge throughout the entire film. It's an extreme post-apocalyptic environment, and we are invested in the family's survival. I have to admit, I jumped out of my seat numerous times and was startled by all the action. The creature design is really awesome and was headed by production designer Jeffrey Beecroft. But I have to say it was very reminiscent to me of Guillermo del Toro's design, who I love. The acting by Blunt, Murphy, Jupe, and Simmonds was superb. The film was far more intense and action-packed than the first film. I really look forward to the third film and seeing how this series ends. Overall, I rate this film an 8, and I'm so thankful to be back at the theater again. And A Quiet Place 2 is a great place to start going to the movies again. Thank you all for watching. Please like and subscribe. We appreciate you, and go see A Quiet Place 2. You won't be disappointed. Until next time, film bugs, flicker on and enjoy the theater.
This episode is brought to you by Boy Boang. It's the perfect snack for every movie. Except The Quiet Place 2. Boy Boang.